How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and this is a Webhead TV show review, the very first one on my channel. And of course, to kick off the very first TV review on my channel is The Defenders, episodes 1 through 4, mid-season finale review. Of course, this is non-spoiler, but if you guys want to hear my thoughts on episodes 1 through 4, make sure you guys stay tuned. As always, Webheads, make sure you guys subscribe to Webhead. If you guys want more on the Defenders TV show, I will be doing a review for episodes 5 through 8 later on today, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you guys comment below and let me know, what did you guys think of the Defenders so far? Have you guys watched the first 4 episodes? Have you watched the whole thing? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure there's no spoilers though. I'm going to try to keep this as non-spoiler as possible. Alrighty, Webheads. So, I have seen episodes 1 through 4 for the Defenders series, and obviously, there's going to be non-spoiler, but I'll be basically going through everything that I liked about the show, everything I think the show isn't doing very well, and then my overall thoughts, whether you guys should watch it. But first off, this show is really just bringing all of these TV shows together, all the Netflix series. So you got Daredevil, you got Jessica Jones, you got Luke Cage, you got Iron Fist. All of those characters, they've all had their own solo TV shows on Netflix, and now they're being brought together, much like the MCU has brought together all the Avengers when that movie first started up. And that's what I'm getting from this series. I mean, not for the first 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes very much just set up for each character, kind of just showing where each character is right now, and then kind of just bringing them together. I will say the first 2 episodes are a little bit boring, and they drag on just a little bit, but once episode 3 hits, this show really kicks into high gear, and it honestly just brings together all of the Defenders. And when they're on screen together, you definitely get that resemblance to the first Avengers when all the Avengers are brought together. You've seen all of these characters kind of brought up, and you've seen all these characters really shine in their own way. And the chemistry between all the characters really work well, and I think all of them kind of work off each other, and you definitely get those character moments like Luke Cage and Iron Fist. You definitely get character moments between those two because they're the heroes for hire in the comic books, and if you guys are fans of those two, you will definitely love those two in this series. They're really cool together. And if you didn't really like Iron Fist, like I'm one of those people, I didn't really like Iron Fist all that much because I thought it was just kind of like a soap opera instead of like an actual Netflix Marvel TV show. You'll definitely get a little bit more of Iron Fist in this, and he's actually one of the central characters in this. And the thing is, they kind of really do make Danny Rand a little bit cooler. I still wish he had his mask and his outfit from the comic books, but you can't win them all, so honestly, I'm still glad what they're doing with Iron Fist. He is very much kind of the central character to this entire thing. And that makes me actually really happy as well, because I thought that Daredevil was going to be the central figure in this entire thing. And that's not the case. Actually, Daredevil was kind of like an outsider to this entire group. And I think the show so far does a really good job of having everybody have their own clear motives of why they're going into this, why are they trying to find these people. Like, they all have their own different little storylines at the beginning of this. And I think in the first episode, that's why it gets a little choppy at the beginning, but then the second one, it kind of comes together a little bit more, and then the third one, they're all together, and the same with the 4th episode. With the 3rd and 4th episode, I think all their storylines come together, and they all realize that they all have one clear villain that they have to go after, and they have to take down by themselves, because nobody can take it down by themselves. So that's what they really do well here, except for Daredevil. I feel like Daredevil is someone that's kind of surprising in a way, because he is definitely the one character that really wants out of this group. I don't think that's really a spoiler, but he's one character that really wants out of this group more than anybody. Even I thought Jessica Jones was going to be that character. She definitely has her moments, but Daredevil is clearly the one that wants out of this group the most, which is actually very surprising. Now, Sigourney Weaver is actually the main villain in this entire series, and I actually really like her character. You don't really know that much about her, but I think as the season goes on, we're going to learn a little bit more about her character, where she comes from, why she's with the Hand, and all that kind of stuff. It very much is kind of touching upon all of that, but it's really setting her character up, and she has a lot of screen time in this. There's a lot of Sigourney Weaver in this show, and I actually really like that, because I think that they need to give a lot of screen time to the villain, because if she's going to be the reason why the Defenders come together, she better be a really formidable force for them to fight. And I personally think she is. She's actually really good on screen, and she's very intimidating in small little moments with the other heroes. And all the side characters from all the other TV shows like Iron Fist, Daredevil, all the other ones, they're all in this as well, but of course they kind of take a back seat in this. They don't play that big of a role because there's already so many characters that this show needs to focus on for the actual story with like Luke Cage and all the main characters like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. They need to really focus on all of those characters. So obviously there's definitely characters that pop in from time to time, mostly the Daredevil characters I'll say, but there's other characters from TV shows that pop in from time to time. They may not be core elements to the story, but they definitely are there for a reason, and I like that they don't overuse those characters at all, and they're there for a reason. But yeah, I will say this is actually definitely a TV show worth watching. The first 2 episodes may be a little bit boring, but they definitely start picking up after like the halfway point through episode 2, and then episode 3 and 4 totally worth watching. It's so cool to see all of these characters on screen for the first time, and I am actually really enjoying this, and I think episodes 3 and 4 are kicking it to a whole new level, and I think this season finale and like just the end of the season is going to be even better. But guys, I'll tell you guys my thoughts on that later on today when I finish this entire series, so make sure you guys definitely turn on notifications for that. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button if you guys like this video, share it to all of your friends, and of course join me in my quest to gain 10,000 subscribers this year, guys. That is definitely my goal for the channel. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alrighty, Webheads, if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe right over here to get plenty more on the Defenders on my channel. Also, make sure you guys check out my social media links in the description below and the 2 videos below me that I think you guys would really, really enjoy. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.